promote and support healthy lifestyle for people. We see that sport today are just for winning and do whatever to win. Therefore, we get the status of sport nowadays, Mr. Chair. Before I move on to my class, I would like to do a lot of rebuttals, Mr. Chair. The first thing is that they say that sports events can bring united of people. It can create united of people. Mr. Chair, we see that there's still bribery or cheating in the sports. We see that it can really create united of people. And the thing is that their fans are still fighting for them. We see that this is what they call united of people, Mr. Chair. We see that it is not. The second thing is that they say that a big ceremony can grab attention of people. Yes, we totally agree of this point. But however, we see that it is too much for them to use a lot of money to create just one game. We see that it is unfair for the people because since they cannot make that much money, so they start to use the tax of people. We see that it is unfair to the people. The third rebuttal is that they say that tourists that come to see Olympic Games, they say that we can gain the money from those people, from those tourists. However, Mr. Chair, we see that from the Olympic London Game 2012, we see that London already lost their profit because they use too much money to create just one ceremony, Mr. Chair. So we see that they lost too many profits and they don't have less money to develop their countries, Mr. Chair. The fourth thing is that on the case that they've already talked about Africa, black people or whatever. We see that it is just someone's policy. We see that it is not status of the sport nowadays, Mr. Chair. So the last thing is that since they keep saying about the celebrities impact, they say that you do not use steroid or drugs, and they say that people believe. Mr. Chair, proof. Any proof, Mr. Chair? They didn't even prove to us, Mr. Chair. So we see that we cannot believe them, and so please do not count that as score, Mr. Chair. No. So moving on to my first clash. My first clash is who actually misunderstood the value of sport. The first level, we see that we still have there's still bribery. We see that sport today are just they do whatever to win, and they're just cheating to be the winner. So we see that they want to do just to be a champion. We see that it is not the value of sport. For example, Chinese boxing in the Olympic game 2012, we see that the Chinese guy is the son of president of World Boxing Committee. So we see that it is unfair and it cannot create united of people. So moving on to the second level. The second level is that corruption. Yes.
You talk about bribery and cheating, and I'm asking you, education nowadays has gotten an elevated ranking worldwide, and it's business related. Many people still cheat in school and bribe teachers to win, to pass, because the point is to reach that point where they pass. Are you going to shut down schools?
Okay, Mr. Chair, we are talking about the status of sport nowadays, Mr. Chair. So we see that sport is should promote healthy lifestyle for people. They say that sport is just we are allowed cheating in the sport, right? What are you trying to say, Mr. Chair? Moving on to my second level, which is corruption. Since the sport has to be big, luxury, we see that they need a lot of money. Therefore, it is easy for corruption to happen to, Mr. Chair. We see that this misallocation of funds because since the corruption is still happening, we see that we lost so many money for those corruptions, and we lost money to develop in our countries. Moving on to my third level, we see that it's sending the wrong message to the society. Since I've told you that sports has to be big and luxury, we see that since the sponsor cannot support that much money for the sport event to happen, we see that nowadays they start to use people tax, and we see that it is unfair for those people, Mr. Chair. So we see that today's sport it is not sport anymore. It is focusing to help to promote healthy lifestyle to people, and we see that it goes against the principle of sport, the real principle of sport, Mr. Chair. Moving on to my second class, which is harm under the status of sport nowadays. The first level is a practical level, which is health. We see the players or the athletes use steroid. It is like not even legally. They still use because of meaning. And the things that support them to do is that the fans support. They have so many fans, so they think that it is okay to do because they have so many fan support. So we see that they brave enough to do illegal things like drunk and drive, something like that, Mr. Chair, because of the fan support. Today's sport is about just winning, not forgiving each other anymore, Mr. Chair. For moving on to the second level, on the economic level, we see that it is misallocation of funds, because I've told you that it costs big sports events cost a lot of money. For example, Olympic Games. We see that it is a misallocation of funds. Why don't we use those money to develop our countries? Because when we use our budget for those naive event sports, too many money goes there. So we see that we don't have any left money to develop in our countries, Mr. Chair. So before I end my speech, we see that there are 3 issues that they didn't tackle in our team. The first one is that corrupting and barrier in the sports event. The second thing is that they are so ignorant, the point that London lost their profits from Olympic London Games 2012, Mr. Chair. The third thing is that the tax of people that goes for those events, and the loss of tax of people that should come to develop their countries, Mr. Chair. So since I've stated we have tackled all of their points, we see that the case of Khonkaen standing strong, Mr. Chair. Thank you.